Welcome back to Nick Man's Comic Corner Classic, last known classics. This is episode number 1528 and Doubleshot number 1422. I got two DC trades and a bulk group books. Now, this one, I have not covered this series in quite a while. What series is it? The Justice Society of America, the JSA, the Demise of Justice. Written by Lynn Komeski. Not Komeski, Sorzeski, I think that's the guy's name. Yep. Now, this book contains the original volume for the JSA. This is one published in 1991. Can you believe the issues from this book published like 30 years ago, something even more? Heck, they even threw in a couple bonus stories. They threw in All-Star Comics number 57 and Adventure Comics number 466. Now, the JSA stuff, now mostly put for the original volume for Justice America, well, under this title, it's mostly put like a series of stories that are interconnected into like, it's not until like the final two issues of the book where the JSA come together. And basically the stars of this book are Hawkman, Jay Garrick the Flash, Ted Knight the Starman, Black Canary, and Alan Scott. And the villains of this book, I will get to them. One of I should point out that is Solomon Grundy. He does bring this book. I'll review in a minute. This book is set in 1954. And I will get to the ending. Oh boy, that bullcrap stuff. In my opinion, a complete waste of time this was. I read about it. Okay. So, we have this mysterious, we have Ted Knight look up the sky. And then he sees one of the constellations are moving. And then he punched to his glass and apparently did a bunch of damage to his lab. Yes, a being from space did this. And apparently his rod basically was responsible for this very small rod he's known for having. Oh, and by the way, this whole story, only in the flashback does he wear the Starman costume. Present stuff, he doesn't. And each issue opens up basically with various, like, they focus on various characters to start with. Now, the first issue is focused on the Jay Garrick Flash. While he's investigating this, he got to meet with Ted Knight. And and of course he goes to Hoover. He goes to Boulder Dam. Yes, Boulder Dam, not Hoover Dam. Boulder Dam. Investigate cosmic this energy being from space. He fights the thing, and then we lead into a story where he gets knocked out at the end of the story, and then the Black Canary shows up, and you're probably thinking, wait, is this Diana Laura Lance? Oh, no, this is her mom, Diana Drake Lance. Yeah, and gotta love the fact that both she and her beautiful daughter both wear the same outfit. Yep. Oh, yeah, and here's the thing, though. Grundy, when he talks to her, he refers to her as Bird Lady. Here's the thing. This is one of the two characters I've ever seen him refer to a female character as Bird Lady. The only character he did this for was Hawk Girl. Yep. So Black Canary gets involved thanks to her, well, motorcycle also acts as like an APB for basically cop shop. And I love this image of her standing over the guy. It's just so good. Yeah, it shows the fact that the artist of this book, the artist who drew these issues, who is it Tom Lau? For this issue, it's Grant Minham. Mostly it's about Rick Burnett and it's Rick Burnett, Grant Minham, Mike Perblock, Tom Ores, and Tom Artis. Yep. Yeah, so she goes and investigates basically what the heck is going on with these beings, and of course, well, we see his police officer like, and she's like, "Are you alright, officer? Who did this to you? Better your arms, Black Canary. Therefore, a really big guy in a tiger suit." Yep, and I love the fact that he admits to like, "Man, it feels so comfortable in your arms, Black Canary." Yeah, it's like everybody knows Black Canary is hot. It's so obvious. Despite the fact I think she's supposed to be, I don't know if she's married at this point. Like, there's no mention of her husband here, her husband is Lance Drake. Yes. It's, I think it's Lance Drake, isn't it? It's, I think it's Larry Lance, I believe his name is. Yeah. Larry Lance. Yep, Larry Lance. Yeah. And the thing with her, basically, is that, well, I should point out, though, when she had a daughter, she did not want her to learn anything about superhero heroics at all. But she ignored her mother's wishes, became a very popular superhero, and formed an even relationship with Green Arrow. At one point, get this, this is later according to a retcon, like at the time she joined the Justice League, but it was later retcon. This actually was the second Black Canary, not the original. Yep. So, and we see a mysterious guy using Ted Knight's rod, and then he summons the rod that summons Sagittarius and Archer. And of course, you have Canary fighting Solomon Grundy in here. And then we have the Green Lantern show up. Yeah, this is the Alan Scott Green Lantern. Yep, and we have that ending. And then we have this issue taking place where he was up to just prior to this. And we have him fighting Sagittarius for an issue. And Grundy really wants to kill Lantern because, well, they're old enemies of this. Mm-hmm. And at one point, having the Green Lantern put a straight jack on Sagittarius. Really. And then he transforms into an eagle. It's so hilarious. Plus, I love this little nod here of the giant birdcage. I think that's a nod to an old Hawkman story. I think that's so funny. And speaking of Hawkman, Hawkman shows up in issue number 4. Yep, and it's like this for up until issue number 6, where it focuses, like, this issue was the last one, basically, where it focuses on, like, a standalone character. Before with issue number 5, they basically have team up. It's a good Hawkman story. And he runs into Jay Garrick. That's setting up issue number 5, featuring Flash and Hawkman fighting a giant Pegasus. Yep, they have a team up together, which is quite interesting. I love the fact Lenz basically did this because, well, the reason why he did this because, well, they made their debut in the same comic, so why do a team up? Oh, and by the way, the person behind this is none other than Vandal Savage, another character who actually was the first one, who was actually, get this, he is one of 2 characters in this book who were originally enemies of the Alan Scott Green Lantern. Then in the case to them, Vandal Savage became a DC Universe villain. When it came to Solomon Grundy, he kind of became also a Batman villain for some reasons. But I think he's actually a Green Lantern villain. And all that with radiation, deal with these all cosmic beings. Yes, and then like the very next issue, we have Green Lantern team up with the Black Canary, which is a great standalone thing. And then we have the end of the issue where you have, where basically you have where Vandal Savage thinks he's won because he's defeated Hawkman and Flash. And the Hawkman Flash get up and says, "Don't forget us, sugar." Well, Hawkman, let that man go anywhere else. Yeah, now you're facing the whole Justice Society. Well, most of them anyways. And throughout the last 2 issues, they have an epic fight with Vandal Savage. An excellent 2-parter to simply end this run. It is really good. And then we have a bummer ending. Well, get this. Committee, according to Chairman Representative Joseph McCarthy, will investigate the spread and threat of communism and other un-American activists of the United States. That is all. Good night. And sleep tight. Yes. Joseph McCarthy. With his Red Scare of the 50s. We have to end with this. Well, in universe, there's a reason why that Len Zawinski decided to end with this. Because this group is responsible for disbanding the JSA. And then we have the final JSA story from All Star Comics 57 as a bonus. And this one, I believe, is done by... It wasn't done by Gardner Fox, surprisingly. It was something he created this group. This was actually written by John Broom. Yes, he wrote this one. Artwork by Frank Colia and Arthur Pulley. Yeah, it's the last stand of the JSA when they're fighting this guy who is kind of like an early version of the Key. Yep. It's an excellent issue to end on for basically the classic era of the JSA. And then right after that, we have a backup story from Adventure Comics, one of the features of Adventure Comics 466. There's a reason why for this, because Adventure Comics, in case you know what that book is, it's an anthology book. It's always been an anthology book, though a lot of the time it's been a book for the lead superheroes. This particular story is a short story done by Paul Levitz. Now, this story came about because of the cancellation of All Star Comics, their revived series in the late 70s. That was canceled after they actually revived the issue 58. I was reading at the time, but I did read the issues. And then this lasted for surprisingly about 17 issues. Yeah, it didn't last very long. It was only canceled because of DC implosion. But this 6-parter from 461 to 466, this 6-parter was originally going to be store issues for that series. They said print here. That's the reason why these are here. And the story is called The Defeat of the Justice Society. It's mostly a story focused on Power Girl and the Huntress. And you're thinking, Huntress? You mean Helen Martinelli? Nope, not her. This Huntress is actually Helena Wayne, the daughter of the Earth 2 Batman. And Power Girl here, well, people know who Power Girl is. Because, well, even though that, wait, that's not the right costume for her. Where's the boob window? Well, technically she's got one. If I heard it was actually artistic error. So, this weird story that Paul Levitz wrote, where we have these group of businessmen basically who conspired to get rid of the JSA. And oh yeah, we get their whole headquarters, trying to be a trap, and then they get arrested. And of course, they take them down pretty easily. And then they're summoned by... He's like, thank you, Hoffman. Thank you. Skip your hands. I assume you'll evidence the chief later. Gladly, Special Agent Williams. What's this now? Excuse me, would you folks mind waiting a few minutes? I have to check something out. Certainly. And then they get subpoenaed for the committee, where they have the audacity, despite the fact they put their lives on every day to protect the world, they want them to unmask. And Hawkman's like, no thank you, we're not doing that. Bye-bye, see you later. Yep. And if you want to happen next, they retired. The JSA disbanded because of stupid nonsense. All because one guy basically defeated Justice JSA. Not one of their enemies, a politician. Yep, that's the reason why why the JSA disbanded in the 50s and reformed in the 60s, because of McCarthyism. Now, if you're curious, though, was something... I'm not sure whose idea was this. Like, it could have been Roy Thomas. It's possible. But I'm not really sure whose idea was it to have the JSA be ordered to be disbanded this way. Like, I can't ask Gardner Fox about it because he passed away. So, he's out the question. I could ask Roy Thomas about it because I know he's still alive. Yeah, Roy Thomas is like one of like two of you I could ask about it. Another person I can ask about it is Paul Levitz. I could ask him about it too, but I can't ask Gardner Fox. He passed away like 20, 30 years ago. This book is great. 10 out of 10. Really good book. Yep. Excuse me. So yeah, that's it for Singular View. Stay tuned for my next review is going to be Black Clover. And then Zero, then White My Hero Academia, One Piece, and Boruto. Okay, next video. Bye.